This is AC35 Daily Update. The prophecy has been fulfilled. With a 5-2 against the unyielding Swedes of Artemis Racing, Emirates Team New Zealand wins the Louis Vuitton Challengers Final. And now will face defender Oracle Team USA for the 35th America's Cup match. From Bermuda, in the heat of the action, here is Nautical Channel Sports correspondent Nick Douglas with the commentary.
Hi Nautical Channel Sports fans, this is Nick Douglas, the Sailor Girl, and today we concluded the Louis Vuitton America's Cup Challenger Series. That's right, we now know who our challenger for the 35th America's Cup is, and it is Emirates Team New Zealand. But let's backtrack just a little bit to the start of the day. We saw the racing get underway. Emirates Team New Zealand won the start, and it seemed like perhaps they would run away with the race before the wind completely became becalmed. It was then a race to the finish line as the course was shortened, and we waited to see if the racers would actually make it within the time limit.
As you see, there's a time limit. Please return to the starting area.
Unfortunately, the 25-minute time limit elapsed and the race was abandoned. And then it was a very long wait for both Artemis Racing and Emirates Team New Zealand to see if they will get to sail at all. Eventually, the breeze got back up again and we saw both Artemis Racing and Emirates Team New Zealand out training, basically willing a race to happen. These sailors are athletes and they wanted to race.
Clear start.
So away again went the start for the second race of the day, but the only one that would count. And Emirates Team New Zealand was again firing. They started to leeward and got that inside overlap, maintaining that statistic of 100% race wins when they round the reaching mark in front. Absolutely incredible. Emirates Team New Zealand were not headed. In fact, they won by nearly 1 minute over Artemis Racing, taking it to 5-2 and convincingly winning the Louis Vuitton America's Cup Challenger Playoff Final. Absolutely amazing and very, very well deserved, because this is what the America's Cup is all about. I've said it, if you've been following, I've said it a few times over the past few days. We want the best challenger to go forward to take on Oracle Team USA in the final. That's what it's about, finding the challenger to take on the defender, and Emirates Team New Zealand have proved themselves a very worthy challenger. I spoke to Pete Burling after the racing, talking about ticking box number 1, because box number 2, that is winning the America's Cup, is yet to come. First mission accomplished.
Yeah, you know, it's obviously a massive milestone for us as a team to make it to the Cup final, and I think this has definitely been one of the tighter Challengers series we've seen in a long time. So now we feel like we've had a massive push from Artemis. You know, that they've put together an amazing campaign, and you know, there's been some incredibly tight racing over the last couple of days. But you know, for us to now get there, and you know, it's a pretty incredible feeling. But I think it's a full credit to the whole team. You know, we've been through a fair bit of adversity over the last couple of weeks. You know, we've been crashed into, we've capsized the boat and
changed the wing.
Changed the wing, done a lot. So you know, our short team, all our designers, everyone that you know wears a Team New Zealand shirt, it's just been absolutely amazing. Right through to our supporters. We really.
How many supporters did you have? There's so many here.
Yeah, no, they're an amazing bunch. We're straight into it, you know. It's we're definitely keen to keep pushing, and we are going to keep pushing. Now it feels like we've done a little bit now, but now we're here to try and bring that cup back to New Zealand.
So as well as getting to talk to Pete Burling, we also got to speak to Glenn Ashby, a legend in cat sailing. He's won numerous A-class titles as well as a silver medal in the Tornado. He's a cat specialist and is definitely bringing a wealth of knowledge to Emirates Team New Zealand. And he spoke about the development that we are yet to see with Emirates Team New Zealand leading into the next week, when we have racing next Saturday to kick off the 35th America's Cup match between Oracle Team USA and Emirates Team New Zealand.
You know, be aggressive with our design and our thoughts, because we knew that if we just sort of followed the norm, you know, we probably wouldn't have a chance of being successful ultimately. So we've certainly hung it out there. You know, obviously the cycling was a huge one, but also the foil department as well. We've pushed some boundaries there that possibly were thought to be not possible, and whether we're right or wrong, we'll ultimately we'll find out soon enough. But certainly thus far, there's not too many things in our program which I think we should have done differently. So time will tell. But Lady Luck's shining on us at the moment.
Now from Emirates Team New Zealand to Artemis Racing, what a fantastic competitor. These guys have done a brilliant job to prime our challenger to take on the Defender. I spoke to Nathan Outteridge after racing, and gosh, they've really managed to capture the hearts here in Bermuda.
Obviously quite tough when you watch them sail away from you like that. So I think it kind of showed that you really did need to win the start if you wanted to beat those guys. And as soon as they led around Mark 1, I was like, well, we really need to get some shifts here to get back into this one. And as soon as it's a soldiers course, you end up with no chance to get back into it. But that's life, and really proud of how we approached the whole competition.
It looked like basically whoever sailed perfectly won, and that's what you need in a Challenger Series.
Well, that's exactly how it should be. You shouldn't be moving into the America's Cup match making errors. And those guys have sailed very well. Pete and Glenn have really been keeping a tight ship over there, and there's no doubt they're quick. And it's nice that Pete stepped it up in the starts today and gave me a good little battle, and hats off to him for doing that.
So there you have it. Artemis Racing and Emirates Team New Zealand went head-to-head, and Emirates Team New Zealand came out on top. We will be back in just a few days' time with all of your 35th America's Cup match action. Oracle Team USA versus Emirates Team New Zealand. My name's Nick Douglas, I'm the Sailor Girl, and I hope you've been enjoying all of this coverage. Make sure you stay tuned to the Nautical channel.
Sailing history is in the making. Stay tuned to the next editions of AC35 Daily Update. Join Sailor Girl and adventurer Nick Douglas in Bermuda with the full analysis from the 35th America's Cup kickoff. SC Sports, plunge into the action.